Hello everyone, it's me Teddy again, back here with another Software Development 2 assignment. This is specifically assignment 4. We are going to be adding Hibernate to our to-do list application. Again, this is for my Software Development 2 CEN-4025C class. Prior to this assignment, back in Module 2, we created our to-do list application. And this further is taking that application and then adding Hibernate to it. Now, I did copy over some of the code over from the previous version of this, and then added the Hibernate functionality of it, because originally it was not a Maven project. So we had to make it a Maven project in order to be able to do this. That's why I copied over that code. Cool. Now that we have that all set up, what we're going to go through is walk around a bit of the program, discuss what all is, what it does. Essentially, at its core, it's a to-do list application. It's a command line interface program that it acts as a to-do list. And what Hibernate does specifically is allows you to save, delete, and view to-do items from a specific database. This database being our database for this. Excuse me. So for that database specifically, it's called the to-do app database. We have a little setup file here that lets you guys know that, like, once the program runs, if it does not detect a to-do list app database, that it should in fact create one. But we've got our three classes here. But first, I want to talk about our configuration files before we begin anything. Specifically, this is our POM file here. It acts as a blueprint or master blueprint for the project. Basically, what it does is it tells Maven what libraries and dependencies are needed, and it basically tells them how to automate or run tasks like creating the database that we're going to need for this. So some of our dependencies include Hibernate here. This one came standard for it. It's just a database dependency driver. However, we will be using MySQL. So I put that dependency in there. And then this logback dependency is for this XML file, which essentially hides any unnecessary information, because when you run Hibernate, sometimes it likes to show a lot of information. So this hides all like non-critical warnings that should be caught by like a try-catch. Those will still appear, but anything else that's like a warning or something that's not like vital critical break, it will hide it, because we don't need to see any processing information that confuse a user who may want to use this application, etc. So we only want displayed information to be shown. I'm sure there's a different way to configure it, but this is the way I went about it. Next, we're going to talk about our Hibernate configuration file. And basically what this does is it sets, what the driver is, the URL of where we're going to be going, the username, password, etc. I'm not going to stay on that for too long, because it does have information, private to, me, my server, etc. So I'm not going to dwell on that one too much there, but as you can see, it's configuration for the same kind of driver here. This password is not the same password over there, so don't have to worry about any security things. But yeah, that being said, I talk a bit about what the program itself does, some of its features, I guess, if you will. So basically, this acts, like I said before, as a to-do list, and when we go in there, I accidentally hit one on my little mouse thing. My little mouse has all those little fancy gaming buttons on the side, and I accidentally hit one of them. So sorry about that. So when we run our little application here, as you can see, it's a little to-do item list. We should already have one item already created in that database. So let's go ahead and see if it'll pull that item up. And as you can see here, feed the outside cats is on that list. So we do have access to an already established database, which is great, because if not, it would have taken a minute. It would have had to create the database, create the different fields, and then, you know, do it. But at least it's allowing us to display it on the end. We can also see over, where's under Maven? Minimize this here for a second. As you can see under here, we can see all of our dependencies, our repositories, any plugins we have, etc., etc., etc. And then this is the life cycle of it. All right, so let's go ahead back into our little application here. I'm just gonna have it reload it. So we already saw that it did in fact have somebody in their to-do list, which was feed the outside cats, which is great. So we're gonna go ahead and add an item to that list. The item is feed the inside cats. And if anyone's confused about it, I take care of cats that are community cats out in my neighborhood that nobody else takes care of. And I don't like seeing them get hungry and skinny and stuff like that. So I feed outside cats, and then I have 4 cats of my own. Alright, so now we can see that that item was successfully added. Let's go ahead and check our full list here. Now you can see both versions are here, inside and outside cats. Fantastic. Now, we're going to go ahead and delete one of those. So the ID of it obviously is the number that it came in. So let's go ahead and delete the second one, which is the inside cats, is the one I just added. It says it's deleted it, but let's see if it actually did. And bada bing, bada boom, it does in fact show you that it did delete that one. And then it dumps us back out to the menu where we can hit exit. And it says it exits the application, and it finished with the exit code 0. So I am pretty confident in my adding of Hibernate to my to-do list application. Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.